I welcome you all for class 9 subject science. So we'll continue our topic, that is diversity in living organisms. So in the previous class we were learning about the kingdom Animalia, right? Now in this, the next phylum what we are going to learn here is the Nematoda. Nematoda, you can see the Nematoda body is also bilateral. These are nothing but the ringworms. Round worms or pinworms which are found in the body. Okay. As you can see here, it is cylindrical body. Okay. Called roundworms which are found in the motion of the human being. Okay. That is the roundworms. And these are triploblastic. Means 3 layers of that is there. Then pseudocoelomate. What is pseudocoelomate? False body cavity. Then bilateral symmetry. So exactly opposite symmetry is there. It is bilateral. Mostly parasitic. Yes or no? It is parasitic only. It will depend on other organism for their food. Example here is roundworm, then pinworms. Okay, these are the examples of Nematoda. The next phyla is Annelida. Annelida animals are also bilateral, symmetrical and triploblastic. The example of Annelida is earthworm and then what? Leeches, nereis, all these are the examples of Annelida. Annelida is triploblastic which have 3 layers segmented. Then coelomate. Coelomate in this from here we are getting the body cavity. Okay, pure body cavity is present in this Annelida. Then bilateral symmetry. As you can see in the picture there, you saw no, it is bilateral. So BTC, you can remember that. This is the short form once you are remembering the function of this phylum. Then next is body segmentation. Body segmentation is what? It is segmented. Now it lives in fresh water, marine water and land. Body segmented means you can see here the segmentation are present. Now one more thing you have to understand is male part and female part both are present in the same organism in this. There is no male and female in this. Both that is male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ both are present in the same organism. Those are Annelida. Here the next phylum is Orthopoda. Okay, Orthopoda is nothing but I have just given the name Kida Makoda, means all types of Makoda. That is Poda is nothing but Makoda. Okay, don't make it Pakoda. It is Makoda. Okay, Arthropoda is Kida Makoda, means all kinds of insects will come in this. And it is joined here. You can see all the legs that will be joined in the center of this. Okay. So, artho means joints. What is the meaning of artho? Joints. And poda means appendages. Appendages are nothing but the legs of it. Okay. It is joined in one place. That is what I was showing in the last picture. All the legs of this appendages of the arthropoda is joined in one place. From one place it will come out. Okay. That is the phylum Arthropoda. Now the functions of this arthropoda, even if this is BTC. What is BTC? Bilateral symmetric, then coelomate and triploblastic. All these 3 are present in that. And then next, body segmentation. Okay, body is segmented. Then open circulatory system. What about human beings? We have closed circulatory system. The blood flows inside the vessel in our body, right? So, but here in this orthopoda, it is open circulatory system. The blood is present all over the body. Okay, that is open circulatory system. They are the largest group of animals present in the land. Okay, these are which are the largest group of animals? Those are arthropodas. Okay, there are many insects. So, it is known as the largest group of animals. The next phylum is the Mollusca. Mollusca is nothing but the soft. In the animals of this group, there is bilateral symmetry. Here, Mollusca is the soft body animals. Okay, the phylum is soft body animals. Even these are BTC. Yes or no? That is bilateral symmetry, coelomate, triploblastic. No need to say again and again, right? Once you remember this, these are there. Once it is developed one after the other, these are present in that. What is the difference now? Little body segmentation. Open circulatory system. It has little body, that is segmentation means little body will be segmented, not the whole body. Okay, wherever it needs, only little part will be segmented. And even this has open circulatory system where the whole body contains the blood. Now the next phylum here is Echinodermata. In Greek, echino means hedgehog and derma means skin. That is echino means spines. Okay, the spines you can see as the whole body is covered with the spines. That is known as echino. Dermata means skin. You know, derm. Derm means skin. Echino means spiny and derm means skin. So they are spiny skin animals. So it is the hedgehog animal, that is animals. Now here we can see what it is again. In this, don't write BTC. It is RTC, radial symmetry. As you saw, I said you before only, the starfish has many symmetrical parts. That is 5 you can see here. So it is known as radial symmetry. Triploblastic, 3-layer germ. Then coelomate, which has the body cavity. Hard skeleton made up of calcium carbonate. What it is made up of? Calcium carbonate. The skeleton is very hard. The next phylum here is Protochordata. What is special in this is the chordata. Okay, the chordata is present. The chordata means the notochord or the central vertebral column is present in this. Okay, these animals are bilateral symmetrical triploblastic. They show new feature of the body design, namely a notochord, at least at some stages during their lives. This notochord is not present in the whole life. Only in some stages it is present. What is present? The notochord is a rod-like support structure, cord, okay, string that runs along the back of the animal, separating the nervous tissue from the gut. It provides a place for muscles to attach to for easy of movement. Okay, so this is the first one. Therefore, it is known as Protochordata. The next all are chordatas, where the notochord is present in the whole of the body. The new feature is coming in the animals, which is that is the chordata. Notochord is coming. Protochordatas may not have a proper notochord present at all stages, means the whole life it will not have. In some stages of the life, that is chordata is present. Protochordata are marine animals which are present only in the sea water. Okay, then notochord present at least some stage of life. It is not present the whole life. Then what it is? What we said, BCT, that is there in this animals. This phylum it is there. Bilateral symmetry, coelomate and triploblastic is present in Protochordata. As I said you, the next animal kingdom is chordata. Okay, the chordata, that is notochord present in all at least that is from few stages. Okay, larva forms by very that is nothing but the multimentary, means it is nothing but it is present few stages, few life of it will be present. Then notochord is present in all the that is here. What you can see, notochord replaces bisymmetrical coelomate. It is coelomate also, even in adults you can see. Now this chordata is nothing but the vertebrata. Okay, whenever the chordata is present in the whole life, it is known as vertebrata. From there we start the vertebrates. Here chordatas, that is vertebrata, have a notochord, have a dorsal nerve cord. They are triploblastic, have paired gill pouches and coelomates. Vertebrates are grouped into 5 classes. How many classes? 5 classes. Which are those? Pisces, amphibians, reptilia, aves and mammalia. Okay. Which are the 5 vertebrates? Pisces, amphibians, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia. As you can see the picture, the examples are here. Okay, you can see the examples also there. The easy way to remember this vertebrata is you remember param. Okay, param is P is species, A is amphibian, R is reptilia, A is aves, M is mammalia. The short form of vertebrate to remember 5 classes of vertebrate is param. Okay. The 5 classes of, that is animalia, the vertebrata. We are talking about the vertebrata. Here it is known as what I said, param, that is species, amphibians, reptilia, aves and mammalia. So first difference you can remember is habitat. The habitat is what? Where they live. So species live in aquatic, they are aquatic. Amphibians, terrestrial and aquatic. The name itself says it is what? Amphibia means both live on land as well as water. Reptiles, that is terrestrials. Aves, arboreal. Okay, arboreal. Then mammals, terrestrial, aquatic and arboreal. All the 3 are present in mammals. Then the third one, exoskeleton. What is exoskeleton? That is the outside, the outer part of the animal. That is, here you can see slimy scales. In pieces, scales are present. Amphibia, no scales. Reptiles, dry and scale. Dry scaly, scales are present. What about aves? Feathers and claws are present. Okay. The exoskeleton, the outer layer of the body part, where what is present? Feathers and claws. What about in mammals? What are present? What is present in our body also? That is hair and nail, etc. Okay. Then what the next difference is respiratory organ. Okay. In Pisces, gills are present to respire, to breathe. In amphibians, both gills, lungs and skin. All the 3 parts of the body help in respiration. In reptilia, lungs. Reptiles, what is present? Lungs. In aves, lungs. In mammals, lungs. Okay. Then what about the body temperature? So aves and mammalia, only these are the 2 mammals, that is vertebrates, which can keep the body control on them. Okay. So only those 2 will keep by themselves the body warm. Now here aves and mammals are warm blooded. The other 3 vertebrates are cold blooded. Pisces, amphibians and reptilia are cold blooded. Then the heart chamber. How many hearts are, that is chambers are present? In a human body, how many chambers are present? That is 4. 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Yes or no? Yes. Now here in pieces it is 2 chamber. In amphibians 3 chamber. In reptilia 3 chamber. In aves 4 chamber. And in mammals 4 chamber. Okay. But in reptiles, crocodile is an exception where 4 chamber heart is present. Okay. In reptilia, what is the exception? Crocodile. Crocodile has 4 chamber heart. That you should remember. Then what about locomotory organ? Locomotory organ means which helps to move from one place to another. That is, in pieces it is fins. Then in amphibians it is limbs. Limbs, the legs is known as limbs here. Then here in reptilia, limbs but absent in snakes. What is the exception here? In snakes, in reptiles, there is no limbs. Then next, aves. Aves have wings and limbs. Mammals have limbs. Okay. Then what is the external here? The extra, what is it present in this species is body is, what body is? Streamlined. Okay. In a straight line, streamlined. They are oviparous. What is the meaning of oviparous? Which lay eggs. The mammals or the vertebrates which lay eggs are known as oviparous. Then what is viviparous? Which viviparous means which directly give birth to the young ones are known as viviparous. So pieces are oviparous. Then amphibians, they have web feet. Eggs are laid in water and larvae are aquatic. Okay, as they live on both land and water, they lay eggs in the water. So what it is known as? They are oviparous. Then reptilia, they are also oviparous and some are viviparous. In reptilia, both are present, oviparous as well as viviparous. Now example, lizard and snake. Development in external. Now these lizards and snake lay eggs, okay, and they develop external, means outside the body. Then aves, body is covered by feathers. That comes under birds. Most birds are aves. Body is covered by feathers and forelimbs are modified into wings. Their bones are hollow. Clear? Then what about mammalia? The last part here. Presence of mammary glands. As I said they are viviparous, means they should have some extra gland in their body, right? The extra gland where the baby is going to grow, that is known as mammary glands. There are hairs on the body and external pinna is also present. They are viviparous. Clear? This completes the lesson. You have to complete all the question answers in the classwork, the exercise in the textbook. Thank you.